Canada stands at a crossroads, facing one of the most consequential defense decisions in its modern history. The nation's Air Force, a symbol of sovereignty and security, is in urgent need of renewal. As global tensions rise and the nature of warfare evolves, the pressure to modernize is mounting. The government is tasked with a choice that will not only shape its military capabilities, but also impact the economy, international partnerships, and Canada's role on the world stage for decades to come. This is more than a procurement. It's a statement about the country's future direction. At the heart of the debate is the urgent need to replace the aging fleet of CF-18 Hornets, which have served Canada for nearly 4 decades. These jets, once state-of-the-art, now struggle to keep pace with modern threats and technological advancements. The contenders are 2 cutting-edge aircraft: the American-made F-35 Lightning II, renowned for its stealth and advanced systems, and Sweden's Gripen E, a versatile and cost-effective alternative with its own unique advantages. The F-35, a 5th-generation stealth jet, is the preferred choice of the United States and most NATO allies. Its advanced sensors, networked warfare capabilities, and proven combat record make it a formidable force in modern air combat. Choosing the F-35 would further integrate Canada into the defense strategies of its closest allies. The Gripen E, while less stealthy, offers significant industrial and economic benefits. It is known for its lower operating costs, ease of maintenance, and adaptability to Canada's vast and challenging geography. Saab has pledged to build the jets in Canada, promising to create thousands of high-quality jobs and boost the domestic aerospace sector. This offer appeals to those who see defense spending as an opportunity for economic growth and technological innovation at home. Recently, Canada's growing ties with Europe and interest in the EU's SAFE program have added new layers of complexity to the decision. These developments have raised questions about whether Canada should deepen its transatlantic partnerships or remain closely aligned with the U.S. defense network. The debate has become a flashpoint in Canadian politics, igniting passionate arguments over military priorities, fiscal responsibility, and the best path for national security. Some argue for the proven capabilities of the F-35, while others champion the economic promise of the Gripen E. With only 16 F-35s currently on order and the remainder of the fleet's future uncertain, the stakes are higher than ever. The decision will affect not just the Air Force, but the entire defense ecosystem and Canada's international reputation. Ultimately, the choice Canada makes now will define its security, economic prosperity, and global standing for generations to come. The world is watching as Canada weighs its options and prepares to chart a new course for its future in the skies. The game changer came when Canada joined the EU's SAFE program, becoming the first non-EU nation to do so. SAFE's rules push members to buy European, limiting how much can be spent on non-EU equipment, directly impacting the F-35 deal. This opens doors for Canadian firms in Europe, but restricts using SAFE funds for American jets. The Carney government has paused the F-35 purchase, forced to reconsider its options. Now, the debate isn't just about jets, it's about Canada's place between Europe and the US. Saab's Gripen E is back in contention, promising jobs and European integration. Canada must weigh deeper EU ties against risking its most important alliance with the US. At the heart of the debate are 2 very different jets. The F-35 is a stealthy, networked powerhouse, designed for high-threat environments and seamless NATO integration. The Gripen E is agile, affordable, and built for harsh conditions, with lower operating costs and easier maintenance. Leaked evaluations show the F-35 outperformed the Gripen E by a wide margin in military capability. Military leaders insist the F-35's stealth and sensors are essential for future conflicts. The Gripen E, while capable, can't match the F-35's technological edge. The real question: should Canada prioritize military superiority or economic and industrial gains? The answer will shape the RCAF's effectiveness for decades. The economic stakes are as high as the military ones. Saab promises to build Gripens in Canada, creating up to 10,000 jobs and transferring technology. This aligns with the government's push for domestic industry and high-quality employment. Lockheed Martin counters with long-term supply chain integration. Over 110 Canadian firms already supply F-35 parts, with $15.5 billion in projected value. But Lockheed warns, reduce the F-35 order, and those benefits shrink. The government faces a choice: concentrated job creation with Saab, or distributed, sustained high-tech work with Lockheed. Critics question Saab's job numbers, others say Lockheed's benefits are too diffuse. The industrial battle is as fierce as the one over military specs. The review has split Ottawa and rattled Washington. Industry Minister Melanie Joly champions the Gripen for its job creation, while defense officials warn against sacrificing capability. The U.S. sees the F-35 as vital for NORAD and NATO, and a Canadian switch would be seen as a blow to alliance unity. Ambassador Pete Hoekstra has warned that abandoning the F-35 could jeopardize a major trade deal. The Trump administration views the deal as a loyalty test. Canada's attempt to balance economic, military, and diplomatic interests has created a high-stakes standoff. The wrong move could damage Canada's most critical relationship. The government is under intense pressure from both sides of the border. This isn't just about jets, it's about the Canada-US alliance and the very foundation of continental security. The decisions made here will echo far beyond the hangars and airfields, shaping the future of North American defense for decades to come. At stake is not only military hardware, but the trust and cooperation that have defined the relationship between these two neighbors for generations. NORAD, the joint defense command that protects North American airspace, depends on seamless cooperation between Canada and the United States. The F-35 is designed for interoperability, allowing both nations to share intelligence, coordinate missions, and respond rapidly to threats. This level of integration is crucial in an era of evolving security challenges, from hypersonic missiles to cyber warfare. Choosing the Gripen, a European-made jet, could create gaps in North American defense, complicating joint operations and potentially leaving vulnerabilities in the continent's shield. Differences in technology, training, and logistics could slow down response times and make it harder to maintain a unified front. The U.S. has tied the F-35 deal to broader trade and security issues, making it clear that a pivot to Europe could have serious economic consequences. Billions of dollars in defense contracts, technology sharing, and even cross-border trade agreements could be at risk if Canada chooses to go its own way. Canada risks alienating its closest ally and undermining its role in NATO, where it has long been seen as a bridge between Europe and North America. A weakened relationship with the U.S. could diminish Canada's influence on the world stage and reduce its ability to shape collective security decisions. At the same time, joining SAFE is meant to strengthen European ties and open new doors for collaboration with EU partners. This could bring economic opportunities and greater access to European defense technology, but it also risks sending mixed signals about Canada's long-term commitments. Canada could end up caught between two worlds, pleasing neither. Straddling the line between its traditional North American partnership and new European ambitions, it faces the real danger of losing trust on both sides. Experts warn that a misstep now could weaken both military capability and key alliances, making Canada more vulnerable in an increasingly unstable world. The choices made today will shape the country's security landscape for generations. The stakes for Canada's security, its economy, and its place in the world have never been higher. Every decision carries weight, and the world is watching to see which path Canada will choose. Defense experts overwhelmingly back the F-35, their reasoning survivability, future-proofing, and alliance integration. The F-35's stealth and sensors are seen as essential for modern warfare, especially against advanced threats. A split buy, some F-35s, some Gripens, has been dismissed as costly and impractical for Canada's small air force. Maintaining two fleets would strain budgets and logistics. Experts argue Canada needs a platform that will remain cutting-edge into the 2060s. The F-35's upgrade path ensures it can adapt to new threats. For military leaders, settling for less is not an option. As the year draws to a close, Canada stands at a crossroads, facing a decision that will define its military, economic, and diplomatic future for decades to come. The stakes are high, and the world is watching closely as the country weighs its options. Recommitting to the F-35 program would ensure Canada maintains cutting-edge military capabilities, strengthening its position within NATO, and reinforcing vital ties with the United States and other key allies. However, this path is not without controversy. Critics warn of potential political backlash at home, as well as the risk of missing out on promised industrial benefits for Canadian workers and businesses. On the other hand, Choosing the Swedish Gripen E could invigorate Canada's aerospace sector, creating new jobs and fostering deeper integration with European partners. Yet, this move carries its own risks. It could spark a diplomatic crisis with the US, potentially straining the most important defense relationship Canada has, and may leave the Air Force with a less advanced fleet. Some have floated the idea of splitting the purchase between both jets, but experts and officials widely dismiss this as impractical and unworkable, citing logistical, training and maintenance challenges that would outweigh any perceived benefits. In reality, many believe that Canada is using the Gripen as a bargaining chip, leveraging the competition to extract better industrial commitments and economic benefits from Lockheed Martin and the US government. Negotiations are intense, with both sides aware of what's at stake for Canada's future. The final decision will not only determine the aircraft that will patrol Canadian skies, but will also shape the nation's security, economic prosperity, and international alliances for an entire generation. It's a choice that will ripple through every corner of Canadian society. Meanwhile, Canada's aging fleet of CF-18s is nearing the end of its service life. The pressure is mounting, and the need for a decision grows more urgent with each passing month. Allies, industry, and citizens alike are waiting for answers. Whatever path Canada chooses, its next move will echo for decades, shaping the country's role on the world stage and the lives of generations to come.